So I am so thrilled and honored to be alongside the CIO of Special Olympics, the Chief Inspiration Officer, Loretta Claiborne. We're here at this amazing facility celebrating something that's close to both of our hearts, I think, inclusion. Loretta, I'm going to ask you a question that you might have a hard time answering in just a few seconds here, but why is inclusion so important to you?
Inclusion is important to me because we all live in one world, and we don't live in a segregated world or a separate world. And I think inclusion is important to me because I need to live in my own community, be able to be included in my community. And I found out that through sport, if we learn to play together, we learn to live together. And when we learn to live and play together, we learn to work together, and that's inclusion.
I was just talking to Jay Wright, the head coach of the Villanova Wildcats, about how great it was to see his players play alongside the athletes from Special Olympics tonight. And the reason why I think it moved me and touched me so much is because I'm someone, number one, who believes a lot in inclusion, who believes that we all belong, and who also believes that we have so much more in common than we do different. And any event that we can do, any program that we can do that supports that idea is something that I'm on board with 100%. And I'm so happy to be here as a supporter of unified sports as well. How does unified sports promote inclusion?
Unified sports promotes inclusion because it's athletes with and without intellectual disability coming together, especially in our schools. When I went to school, I went to segregated classes. People made fun of people like me. Oh, the idiots. Oh, retards. They had all kinds of names. But today, with Unified, you hear students, regular ed students said, man, I didn't realize that I could play with these guys. These guys play just as good as we do. Inclusion and Unified. And I always said, how can you get along with each other if you can't play with each other? So Unified Sports is breaking down the stereotypes of bullying. Unified Sports is breaking down the way we look at each other as young people or as older people. So the younger we get the student, they learn how to play unified. They don't see prejudice. It's just a guy just like me who might have a little bit of challenge, but you know what? We're all on the same team.
We're all on the same team, and they were literally tonight all on the same playing field. And I loved seeing Villanova players, the national defending champion Villanova players, feeding the ball to Matt Grabowski, who is a Special Olympics player who is, I think, 5 for 7 from the three-point line tonight. And that excitement was so genuine and so real. It was a reminder that they were all the same on the court tonight. Finally, you're a big supporter, obviously, and a big person involved with Special Olympics. How does Special Olympics promote inclusion?
Special Olympics promotes inclusion through sport, as you know. Special Olympics is a sports movement. And so how we promote inclusion is we go out into a school. We see there's a school that has a special education class. We go into that school and we start educating to the younger students. And then as they grow up to get middle school or high school, we take that education that they have learned and have them play on the same team. And when you get them in high school and in middle school, next thing you know, there's no difference. The only difference might be slight. Oh, he might won't know how to read as good as I, but he sure can play some basketball. And that's what students look for. That's what we look for as human beings, whether we're children or adults. We all like to be a part of something, and we all like to be included instead of excluded.
Special Olympics answers the question, do you belong, with a resounding yes? And that's why I'm so excited as someone who works for a company, ESPN, that supports those values 100%. I'm so excited to be with you here today and with Special Olympics and Unified. Thank you.
Thank you.